It simplifies it when you think of it this way. All of us have human bodies, and all of our bodies run on a certain amount of energy which we get from food, air, sunlight, and the like. Now, say our bodies run on a total of 100 units of energy, and 10 units are given to the pushing the blood to all the organs, 10 units are given to the thyroid gland regulating hormones, 10 units are given to just making sure your hair grows well, your nails grow out, your skin grows well, right? And that's the harmony the body has. How many ever units regulated within the body? Then what happens when we have stress is it goes back to um, where we developed as human beings, is that we go into survival mode, right? Our bodies are no more just digesting food the way it used to. It's life or death, right? When you're stressed, so all your energies go towards the stress, wherever the stress takes you. And when that happens, it's no longer 10 units for digestion, 10 units for skin and hair. It's mostly all units towards stress, right? And the difference is, I guess back in the day, if there was a tiger behind you, you'd be alerted, you'd feel that stress in your body, and you'd do what you'd have to do. I mean, you'd run or fight or whatever, right? The fight or flight. But now the thing is, we're waking up in the morning, and if the milk hasn't come, we're stressed, right? And we're not fighting or running from that. We're staying with that stress throughout the day, and so our body is no longer in harmony. It's just got most of its energy going towards the stress. So if you use that maths, but naturally the parts of the body that used to regulate it and keep it healthy, one part suddenly just can't work anymore, and say it doesn't develop your skin the same way, and you've got psoriasis. If it doesn't secrete hormones and balance it through the thyroid gland, you've got thyroid problems, and we call it autoimmune disorders. So the reason behind explaining it is that when you understand this and you understand the relation, I mean, there can be multiple factors, but you understand this relation between stress and disease or dis-ease, it can help you tackle it better. It's almost like a switch. When this switch clicks in your head, you understand, oh, okay, that's what it is, and there's nothing like it. It's just a click within your head. And the why I'm really this logic really helps me is because I've also noticed that every time, at least in my experience, if I've ever been ill or gotten a fever, for most people, they don't eat the same. Obviously, you're not eating pizzas when you've got a fever, right? You're gonna eat light food, just the bare minimum. Sometimes your body automatically says it, sometimes you that's what's needed, because it's the same logic. Your body is fighting off that virus, it's fighting another infection, and when that happens, it's not got the same amount of energy towards digestion. So if it had 10 units in a normal day, when you're unwell it has 3, so you can't feed it food which requires 10 units to break it down. You understand? That's why eating light works, and it's worked for me multiple times. And yeah, there's I feel like it's the most underrated, one of the most underrated causes, and especially in this time and age, man, stress is just like it's prescribed to everyone who's born. And the fact is that we're not great managers, and disease is growing. So I mean, there are tons of methods, and I think a life, it's not where stress doesn't exist, it's where stress enters and then leaves when it's supposed to leave, is a healthier lifestyle. And yeah, that's all I wanted to explain through this, and I hope it simplified it for some people. A lot of people, well, not a lot, 2 people wrote back to me thus far from my first video, and I feel like I can only do so much by typing, and I'd love to explain these things, so this is just for the two people who may just watch it and it helps them. So um, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a happy, healthy life. Thank you.